dominant display for the Jazz.
Everything they
appreciate you joining us. It's been our
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
They've got Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Isaiah Joe. Then there's Lou Dort, and it's Alexander in at the 4. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Utah leading by 12. Now George, checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game. To the middle. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Collins so active around the rim.
Collins has gone 3 for 5 shooting from the floor. The 16th pick in last year's draft. Keontae George was thrown right into the fire his rookie season, Stan.
Yeah, down the stretch, he was basically handed the keys to the offense at the point guard position. He may take some lumps, but his talent level is evident.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
And a nice finish on the layup. Alexander's got 5 now.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Pass to Collins. No good from outside. Thunder trail by 14. Here's Alexander. 5 points in the game. Down low. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Alexander's got his 3rd basket of the night. Utah has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Collins outside. Off target from outside.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Outside for Dort. Fires the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 5.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
To the inside. Here's Collins. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Jazz leading by 9. Outside Sexton. Back to George. Pass to Sexton. There's the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, once Sexton takes that first step on the drive, he's not backing off.
Alexander, the pass to Holmgren. Big Ted throwing it down.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Here's Alexander. Collins defending. Pass to Joe. Now here's Dort. Shot clock at 5. Here's Alexander. Pulls up. The shot by Dort, no good.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Now here's Sexton. He's closely guarded. Misses from short range. Thunder trail by 12. 59 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Alexander. He has 7. Pass to Holmgren. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Joe misses. Utah leading by 12. And he lobs it up top. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Well, great to see in-sync offense like this. The pass is perfectly timed, and Collins rises up and puts it down.
Alexander gets the bucket.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Collins. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, you can see one of Collins' best attributes is his ability to finish through contact.
And substitution here for Utah. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Alexander. Sexton grabs the board. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for Utah. So the Jazz 5 right now. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. And it's George in at the point guard position. Sexton looking around. 4 on the clock. Kicks it out to Collins. That three's off the mark. Thunder trail by 8. Here's Alexander. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to George. Back to Markkanen. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Joe with the ball. Guarded now by George. Alexander, the pass to Joe. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. To the middle. Here's Alexander. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Alexander's got 11 in the second half.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Kessler finds Markkanen. George against Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches it. That one doesn't drop. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Pass to Alexander. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. The shot comes out. Collins with the defensive effort. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second team foul.
Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
Markkanen looking it over. Over Dort. Utah with another miss. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kessler with a rebound.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Shooting for Utah.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 8. Guys, your thoughts?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
"15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Alexander misses. Utah with the W. All right, so chalk this win up as both one for the regular season and their first victory in group play for the NBA Cup.
Yeah, and sadly, this first win comes after 3 losses in group phase play. So I don't think they'll be surviving in the tournament. But, hey, at least they didn't get totally shut out.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight. man, everything feels just a little off. Let's win and go home.
Okay, MP, let's turn it around right here.
The Raptors coming down the tunnel prior to the game. They're prepared to give their Rabbit Home fan base a night to remember. Welcome, everyone. Thanks. With league-wide focus doors on size at every position, we've seen the demise of the traditional point guard.
So, Kevin, the first point you make is absolutely valid. Even 6'6", 6'5", 6'7", we're seeing point guards of that size. And not only are they exceptional passers, they like to score it. So that's first and foremost. But what I believe ultimately is, if you're 6'3" and under and you still bring a special amount of skill, there's going to be a place for you.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Lou Dort out there with Alexander. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Holmgren in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Alexander. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. They're getting their first look at the Thunder. And this one, he had a nice open look right there. Barrett's got the opening basket of the game for Toronto. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Now here's Barnes. After the miss from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Barnes can't get it to go. The Thunder have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Barnes kicks it quickly. There's three-pointers off the mark.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the pick. Here's Alexander. Connects from three-point range.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Pass to Pirtle. Back to quickly. Left side, Brown. 5 on the clock. Shoots it. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Brown. Here's Alexander. He's covered by Brown. Alexander, no luck.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Toronto making a change here. Abaji's checked in. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Thunder. And the Toronto Raptors taking Scotty Barnes' 4th overall in the 2021 draft. What a great pick.
And Kev, that was a bit of a surprise if you remember back to that date. Most had Barnes going later in the draft. He's been a terrific acquisition. Won the Rookie of the Year, was an All-Star in year 3, and they're going to build their organization around it.
Here's Barrett, following the score by Oklahoma City. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barrett's got 5.
I'll tell you, you better have a tight, confident handle if you're going to make that move. Go ahead, RJ.
Here's Alexander, covered by Barnes. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Barrett.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
Here's Alexander. Following the basket by Scotty Barnes. Takes a 3. That shot off the mark.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Quickly looking it over. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Abaji. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
His vision is excellent for his center. You see it in the assist from Pirtle. He has got such great awareness of his teammates' movements.
Alexander, no luck.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
That one goes in.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Barrett with the ball. 2 points. That one goes. He has 7.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Raptors lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance. Making some changes here. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. They've got R.J. Barrett. Pirtle is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Walter. And it's Shed in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Oh, you see Jakob Pirtle powering through the contact. Use that size, young sir.
Doris, what this team likes about Jakob Pirtle, the combination of 7-foot size and great skill.
You know what, Kevin? To me, this young man has a nuanced understanding of the game. He sees the floor, so that means at his size, he can make time and on target passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
There's a minute 47 left in the first half of the game. The Thunder with another miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 12-point Raptor lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Wiggins, a screen on Pirtle. Alexander, no luck.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
To the paint, here's Shed. And the layup falls. Shed's got the lead up to 14 now for Toronto.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. For the Thunder, Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. Dort comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Alex Caruso. Thunder trailing by 14. Pass to Joe. Oklahoma City moving it around. Tipped away. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Dort. No good, unable to end this run.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Barnes dishes to Pirtle. Quickly against Gilgeous-Alexander. Alexander passes to Joe. Here's Alexander. And so it's the Toronto Raptors sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
Checking out Toronto, they've underperformed thus far, but they're still tremendous. Now comes the hard part. They've got...
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Raptors.
Well, they're playing bully ball inside.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Isaiah Joe. Then there's Champ. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Holmgren in at the center. Here's Barnes. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Barnes has got his second basket of the night. Here's Alexander, and he uses the glass on the layup. It's been a few years now, Doris, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux.
Dort passes to Joe. Down low. Here's Alexander. Holmgren wide open. Sinks the three. Board for three.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Brown the pass to Purtle. Quickly with it from downtown. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Raptors lead by 16.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. Look at Milwaukee. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
You know, for Oklahoma City, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
Alexander, no luck.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Brown the pass to Barnes. The Thunder pull it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Barnes sets a screen for Barrett. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season.
1:57 left to play here in the third. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Abaji's checked in, and Davion Mitchell's subbed in for Quickly. Outside Williams. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got his third bucket of the night.
Well, Jalen Williams is a tough physical guy who can really shoot the basketball.
Brown finds Mitchell.
Oklahoma City foul. Alex Caruso. That's his first personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At the line for Toronto.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell. Olenek is checked in for the...
Substitution on the court.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Oh, good defense. Holmgren just too tall, and boy, is he skilled.
Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Brown is in the shooting guard spot with Barrett at small forward. And it's Quickly in at the one spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Shot clock at 5. Here's Barrett. Alexander grabs the board. Thunder trailing by 3. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Alexander passes to Dort. Dort a screen on Barrett. Here's Alexander. The offensive rebound. To the left side wing. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Here's Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Barrett. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
What you love about Bruce Brown, guys, is how special his work ethic is. This guy defensively has been on point, but to stay on the floor, he's really developed offensively.
And Brown drops them both. And here now the Thunder, trailing by 5. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Barrett, no good. Thunder trailing by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Alexander. With the floater, and Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup.
There is no moment too big, no pressure too heavy for Mr. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. The delivery is on time.
Barrett kicks it quickly. 3-pointer. Thunder with the rebound. Here's Alexander. Holmgren in the corner. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot, and when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Barrett dishes to Barnes. Back to Barrett. Faster quickly. Just 5 to shoot. Birtle sets the pick for Brown. Shoots. And again, Toronto no luck. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He challenged his team. He said they're not going to give us this one. We have to take it from them, starting now. See if that message resonated. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. No, stay cool in a clutch moment. Homer not letting his inexperience get the best of him. Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Barrett the pass to Barnes. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, big-time delivery from the young Scotty Barnes. Clutch moment, no worries.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Birtle with a screen on George. Inside. Yes!
Critical in the pick and roll that you'll be able to deliver the ball in a timely spot and in the right position. And R.J. Barrett does just that.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Well, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point push. And what poise.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Puts up a deep 3. Offline. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
Great win tonight, MP. New Orleans gets after it. Going to be a rowdy crowd out there.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight.
we hope to see. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you have an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word along with your issue and season locations to 55555. Remember, our calculator will respond to this your concerns if you have Hey, buddy, get the hands. Coming up, we've got the great giveaway.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes, too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt, and the camaraderie has grown.
And you look at this rookie class. MP continues to scratch and claw, trying to cement his place as one of the best and brightest.
Yeah, and given how it's played out so far, it's looking like a major uphill climb to reach that goal. First-year guys can take a while to get used to the pace and physicality of the NBA. Even if he plays exceptionally well moving forward, the jury's still out on whether he can accomplish his goal.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. We've got Lugens Dort. Isaiah Joe is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Chet Holmgren, and it's Alexander in at the 4-man position. Pass to Meeeeee. Murray from outside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
From behind the arc, gets the 3 ball to go.
And Murray wasting no time. He had the space, he rose up, he knocked it down.
Brent, what's something you've seen from Murray's time in San Antonio to now?
Well, there's been no stoppage, BA, of the type of work that DeJounte Murray puts in. Now, he's had to learn a new system, but he's adapted to that, and he continues to play both ends of the floor to make an impact.
Just 3 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Connects from downtown. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for 3 of his own.
And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to visit with Willie Green.
Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
Allie, thank you. Here's Alexander, coming off a solid outing against Toronto. Murray with it. Pass to Ingram. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Dort grabs the miss. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. And that one drops for him.
And I like how unselfish Dort was on that play, freely giving it away rather than trying to chase down something for himself.
Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him. Outside Ingram. And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it. And now let's take a look which point guards are leading this season in rebounding. 4th, DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, you know, there's really a science to it all. It's about reading shot trajectories and getting the right positioning as well. And so far, they're doing it better than most.
It's a dimension of the game that so few point guards have, and it's an attribute that makes them much more valuable to their ball clubs. To have that many rebounds coming from the point guard position, what a plus you got there.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. Pass to Alexander. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Well, when he gets around there, because he's so long and so quick off the floor, Brandon Ingram tough to stop.
Dort outside. Here's Alexander. Meeeeee grabs the board.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Pass to Alvarado. Now here's Williamson. Now McCollum. No points yet. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. That puts him in the lead.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
Here's Alexander. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Williamson. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. McCollum on the wing. And it goes as the official calls the foul. You were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. Well, let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. Trey Murphy out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Robinson Earl in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's Alexander. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Ingram against Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Ingram, no good.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Alexander. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brandon Ingram is in his 6th season with the Pelicans, and he said, I love New Orleans. It's a perfect fit for me and the way I want to operate. They do here, less distractions. I can go play basketball whenever I want to with direct access to the facility. I feel connected with the city and the people around me. Brian, he's dialed in.
Sure is. Thanks, Allie.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Now here's Ingram. He also had a big impact in that win against the Suns. Robinson Earl, the pass to Murray. Three-pointer off the mark. Thunder trail by 9. And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Zion Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. Alvarado comes in for C.J. McCollum. Now here's Ingram. And his scoring average impressive, putting up 17 a game. On the wing, Murray, covered by Joe. Buries it down low. Murray's got 8 points.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Outside Joe. Here's Alexander. He has 6. The rebound by Murray.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Alvarado outside. Back to Murray. This one for 3. Topic grabs the miss. Thunder trail by 8. Pass to Alexander. Soft touch off the glass. Give him 8.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Ingram, the pass to Williamson. Outside Murray. Back to Williamson. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul. Substitution on the court.
17 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's Murray. Give him 8. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. That one is off. So it's New Orleans with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. We'll be right back after this word.
Get ready for the big half-court shot. Drama.
Hello, everybody. Before getting into the first half recap, let's check in on
The Kings are just not fully healthy. De'Aaron Fox is out of the lineup. Clearly a big blow. They'll have to make up for his scoring, his playmaking, and his speed. Coach is going to have his work cut out for him.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Once they gain position...
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I'm meeeeee.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Isaiah Joe is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Lou Dort, then it's Chet Holmgren, and it's Alexander in at the 4 slot.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's Alexander. Give him 8. Dort, a screen on Williamson. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. The 17-footer. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Down low. Here's meeeeee. They kick it out to Murray. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Holmgren with a screen on Williamson. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander again.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Pass to meeeeee. Ingram deciding where to go with it. From the arc. The offensive rebound. Here's meeeeee. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Here's Alexander. Give him 8 points now. No good on the triple.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be having 3 or 4 to start it off.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside Ingram. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And now it's a 6-point Pelican lead.
And Ingram really can handle either part of that pick and roll. He could be the screener, and then he can roll, or he can score off it. Nice option.
Outside for Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. And stolen by Williamson. Great work in close from Zion.
That build of Zion's making him so tough to contain. He's got the quickness, too, so under the rim, it's lights out.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Alvarado's checked in for New Orleans. Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Thunder trail by 8. Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, B.A., he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
Shot clock at 2. Alexander misses.
They are just owning the boards right now.
Pass to Ingram. A minute 15 left in the third. The Thunder with the rebound.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Oklahoma City shooting their second and third shots at the line here. A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Wiggins in for Joe. Alvarado, the pass to Robinson Earl. Alexander pulls it in. Alexander's got 4 rebounds now. Caruso outside. From outside, off the mark. New Orleans leading by 7. Pass to Alvarado. McCollum on the wing, pounded by Wiggins. McCollum's shot is off. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Williams passes to Caruso. 17 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Pass to Alvarado. Back to McCollum. Here's the floater. Misses at the rim. And we've reached the end of the third. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 7. And we'll have the start of the... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry.
Deciding to change it up, and it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Willie Green coaching his team during that last break. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. On the perimeter, they'll go with McCollum and Ingram. And it's Murray. Then there's Zion Williamson. And it's meeeeee in at the 5. That's the Pelicans 5. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Alexander. Here's Holmgren, covered by Williamson. Here's Alexander, back to Holmgren. Not messing around inside.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Pelicans. Pass to Ingram. Ooh, poked away. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Jumps up, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
To the paint. Here's meeeeee. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
When Murray has the ball in his hands, his teammates know that they got to stay ready because he's looking to set him up.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Alexander. Driving inside. Shot blocked. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. It's Dort on the wing. Here's Alexander. Looking to end this cold spell. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
He's perfect from the line this time. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray passes to Williamson. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
That's a good fundamental play there as Zion able to set up for the assist.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Joe. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Joe's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. The Pelicans lead by 10.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Pelicans.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And with the win, the season series is tied 1-1. You have to love how competitive these games have been with 2 more left to play.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Pass to Meeeeee. Shot from the low post is good. And the Pelicans lead by 15.
Such a luxury to have McCollum be able to play both guard spots. So not just a scorer, solid passer too, about 3 assists for his career.
And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.
You can get that one back next time.